Working with horses in some ways is very serious. I can't tell you how many times when I was a child it was drilled into my head that when you get in with a horse, you become responsible for what happens. Even if someone else is working with the horse, you yourself are responsible for what happens because you're in there. You're a participant and you have to be in the present and focused on what's going on, regardless of whether you're the one that's actually working with the horse or not. I was told things like be deliberate in your actions. I was told to focus on the here and now. But in all these things that I was told about training and focusing and working with a horse, the fun was always there. And the fun is what I find missing when I see people work with horses a lot nowadays. And that's what I want to focus this video on, is bringing the fun back into it. To be so future orientated. We're always leaning forward into the future, looking at what we want to strive for. And a lot of times that is the same with horses. We're not satisfied in the moment with what we've gained. We're not looking back and saying, oh, I was at this level and now I'm at this level, and wow, look at the progress I've made. We're looking at, I want to be up here and I'm not there yet. Where we need to try and do as horses do and live more in the moment. Be more satisfied with what we have. It's fine to look forward and say, this is what I'd like to have, this is what I want, as long as you're happy with what you have. Happiness comes from being happy with what you have going on right now. And if you're not happy with what's going on right now, then you need to work on the future things that you'd like, but more so what's going to make you happy right now in this. Listen to your horse or the animal that you're working with your full attention. Don't have your mind going off on what you're going to do later or what you've done before, or that you need to pay the light bill, the mortgage, or whatever. When you enter the gate, be in the here and now. That's what horses teach us. Horses live in the here and now. Let all that other bullshit just go away. When you go into it, that horse, it's all gone. Let it go. Let that be your retreat when you go in with the horse. When you're feeling like you haven't accomplished what you want with your horse, or in life in general, and you're disappointed with yourself, look again, as I said earlier, at your accomplishments, but then go one step further and go help someone else who knows less than you do. Help someone who is in your situation and feeling, I'm just spinning my wheels and can't get going, and help them and see how much that makes you feel better about your own self. See how that helps you realize how much you really do know. It needs to be an act of true giving, not something that you're expecting something in return for having done it. no payment, no favor to be done in return, just doing it just for the sake of doing it for someone. Say you see someone having a hard time putting a halter or bridle on their horse, and the horse is flipping their head up, and you know how to teach that horse to bring its head down and accept having that put on. Take a few minutes and show that person how to do that. You will have created a better relationship between that person and their horse, and believe me, you'll feel a lot better inside. Try and smile from inside at least once in a lesson with a horse. I mean really, really smile. Let your guard down and just chuckle about something that happened. Let that laughter start to come in, and watch that be reflected in the horse. Watch the horse calm right down when you start doing things like this on a regular basis. Forgive yourself for old patterns of behavior. Forgive yourself for mistakes that you've made in the past, and learn from them, but let them go. Just wash them away and let them go and move forward. Surprise your horse. Come out there with a different kind of treat than you normally have. My horse loves bananas, but you can't give them a banana all the time. But every once in a while I'll bring him out a banana and he's just like loving that. Or watermelon, a slice of watermelon. Or when you bring your horse out to bring him into the arena to work with him, surprise him and take him around the lawn and let him walk around and eat grass just for something different to do. You'll see a big change in that horse's personality if you do that. Try to take the negativity out as much as possible. If you're constantly saying, well, this horse is stupid, this horse doesn't do well, this horse, or this trainer is lousy, blah, 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 whatever, this barn situation is bad, everything's negative, then you're going to be negative. My grandmother used to say that if you say something negative about a person or a thing, then in turn you should also say something nice about them. And if you actually try to practice doing that, it'll really start to decrease your negativity. But you need to work on getting it even lower than that, because if you're so negative about everything, like the horse, the trainer, the barn, blah blah blah, this and this and this, then that's a reflection of your negativity. It's not so much a reflection of the things that you're complaining about. It's the negativity inside that you feel about your own self. It's a reflection of that. Make a point of learning something new. There's many, many places on the internet where you can go and learn something new about horses and horse training. Learn to teach your horse a new trick. Teaching a horse a new trick really engages their mind. Trick training is fabulous for doing that with horses, because you get into the same routine of training a horse for, say, showing or trail riding. It's pretty much the same thing all the time. But if you change that up and you teach them a trick, you spark their minds. It's kind of like if you just do the same thing every day. You get up, you make your coffee, you go to work, you come home, you make your dinner, you clean the house, blah, blah, blah. It's the same monotonous thing all the time. And then the weekend comes around and somebody goes, let's go learn scuba diving. And you go learn scuba diving. Or you go take a ceramics class. Or you do something. Your mind is just re-stimulated. And that's what you need to do with a horse. You need to occasionally re-stimulate their mind. So smile from inside. Be confident when you walk in. Be with that horse in the here and now. Enjoy that situation. Stop looking off to the future so much and stop looking at the past. Be in the here and now. Learn new things. Help out someone. Do some of these things and see how that is going to change your relationship. It's going to change how you feel about yourself, and you're going to be happier. You're going to be more relaxed. The horse is going to be more relaxed, and you're going to enjoy it, and the horse is going to enjoy it so much more.